Hi, my name is Emily, and I am addicted to sugar, flour, and binging, which means I'm addicted to 2 substances and 1 behavior. And I have not posted on here for 3 months. My last little peekaboo was April 25th, so May, June, and July. I've been living life, following bright line eating, struggling my way through with bright line eating. I go into more of that on a video that I'm going to post in a few days. So what's today? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I believe I'll post this video Tuesday. So that would be Tuesday the 3rd. Yes, Tuesday the 3rd, I'll post a video. This is the preview. I just want to give you a heads up. I am on vacation. We took a family trip to northern Michigan. And before we left, I started a 10-day detox. And I'm on day 8 of that right now. It's so wonderful. I feel so much better. And a couple days ago, I just grabbed my phone and started to record what I thought was going to be a couple minutes of just sort of some thoughts that I thought maybe I would share someday. And it turned into a 37-minute just chat with you guys. And then I thought, well, my goodness, I'll just kind of vlog my way through the rest of this trip. So this is the preview for that video. That's going to be, I'll upload it on Tuesday, the 3rd, Tuesday, August 3rd. Also, in this right here, I want to tell you that I've discovered a nuance to perfectionism, which has really helped my mentality. Part of this journey is just seeing things in a new light, having a paradigm shift, right? So you just you think you know exactly where you stand or how you feel on certain issues, and then through experience or other people's experience, you just sort of start to see things a little differently. And I am type A personality. I consider myself a Tigger. My husband's an Eeyore. I am my emotions are intense. My ideas are intense. My execution of my life is somewhat intense. He's so laid back. So type A. I'm very goal oriented, very driven. I also call us type A'ers kind of like border collies. You know, I've got 5 kids, and I'm just like, let's go. There is some perfectionism in there that I've come a long way from struggling with perfectionism, especially as I just have over the years surrendered my life to Christ. He's the only perfect human being that ever was, ever will be. There's so much relief in that. I'm not worried about being perfect. I'm really not. I do strive for excellence in a lot of areas of my life. But perfectionism, I'm just haven't struggled with it, haven't worried about it. It's a futile pursuit. I see that. I get it. I tell people I'm type A, but my kids have shoved me down the alphabet, and now I'm like a type E or F, right? And that's very, very good for me. I live in an old house. Nothing's perfect. All very good for my personality. Here's the tricky thing, though. With addiction, I was starting to hear this little voice of like, you're trying to be perfect. You can't do this perfectly. And I was using that as an excuse to binge. I would think, you know what? Am I trying to be perfect? Nobody can be perfect. You know, when I taught special education, the goals for my students were never 100%. It was always like 70, 80, 90%. Well, with addiction, that doesn't work, right? So imagine somebody addicted to meth, cocaine, heroin, alcohol. I want to talk to you about a perfectionism nuance. There is a nuance to perfectionism. I think there is a time where perfectionism is appropriate and a worthy pursuit. And it's when we are aiming to not do something. So when we go to do something, we know it's not going to be done perfect. We can count on that. It'll be done well. It could be done effectively. It could be done efficiently, but not perfect. Especially since everyone's definition is perfect. Everyone's definition of perfect is different anyways. You might get your house to what you would consider perfect, and your neighbor comes over and says, yeah, but have you dusted between the blinds, right? Like, have you lifted up the rug but did you get Stanley Steamer in here to clean it? Like, everyone has their own definition. It's all subjective. That's my point. When we go to do something. But when we are aiming to not do something, I think that perfectionism is appropriate. I think there's a lot of things that we don't do, and it's important we don't do them perfectly. For instance, I perfectly don't kill people. Perfectly. There's no gray area there. I'm not shooting for 80%. I'm shooting for 100% of not murdering anyone ever. Cheating on my spouse. Infidelity. There's no margin for error there. My goal is 100%, and I want to perfectly not do that. Addiction. I think addiction's part of this perfectionism nuance where we want to perfectly not do something. So I want to perfectly not ingest sugar and flour, perfectly not binge. Just the same way an alcoholic would perfectly not consume alcohol. You know, if we make an allowance for a little, I mean, we all know, anybody dealing with addiction knows exactly where that's going, and it's an inevitable train wreck, and the train wreck happens quicker each time. It's just a very slippery slope. So anyways, I'm kind of excited about this new mentality. And like I said, I was starting to have this voice, whether it's from my own flesh, my own human nature, my own addiction, or the enemy, Satan himself, aiming to use something that he knows is important to me, which is anti-perfectionism. Use that to tempt me into binging, to tempt me off my path, to say, you know what? I think you're starting to be perfectionistic about this. I think you might need to kind of loosen the reins a little. You're white knuckling, and we all know that's not sustainable. And that mentality, enough times I've seen a pattern now, enough times has I've let that mentality derail me, and it ends up nowhere I want to be fast. So my perfectionism nuance is that I do believe there's a time and a place for perfect. And that is when we are aiming to not do something. There are things that I have no intention of not doing perfectly. Like, I'd love to never run late again. I'd love to never raise my voice at my kids again. These are areas where it's not my goal. It's not my goal for perfection in those areas. They're more than likely going to happen. I'm likely going to raise my voice at my kids, and I'm likely going to run late a time or two million times over the next however many years I still have here on earth. However, I'd like to never binge again. And I'd like to not consume the drug that I'm addicted to again. So I am giving myself this nuance to perfectionism to aim to do that perfectly. So a lot of us, we talk about, oh, don't be perfectionistic, or like perfectionism is bad. And in a lot of ways it is, because like I said, it's a futile pursuit. When we're trying to do things perfectly, that's not going to happen. We're not going to do anything perfectly. But we can not do things perfectly. So that's my new goal, and it's great to have a goal. It's starting to rain. Please enjoy the video coming up next. I'll put it out next Tuesday the 3rd. Again, it turned into a vlog of my very bright vacation, my 10 days of detox, and by the grace of God, the beginning of this phase now. This bright line eating journey has been a process. It's been a process of surrendering. It's been a process of not binging, but for a variety of reasons. And in the beginning, I got over mental hurdles. Can you even hear me? It's really raining. I got over mental hurdles. I was binging to cope and connect with life. Then I started to get over physical hurdles. I started binging because I was really hungry. I wasn't adding enough food back in. And lately I've gotten over a spiritual hurdle of just 3 nights ago on day 5 of this detox. I just got out a little bowl of food at 11 o'clock at night, and I just wanted to eat it because you know why? I didn't want to do this. I just didn't want to do it. I took it in the bedroom where my husband was in this cabin we're staying in, and I said, I want to eat this. And he was like, why? Eat it in the morning. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to weigh and measure everything. It was a rebellious, very human moment I was having, my human nature wanting to rebel from these rules and these boundaries. And he said, don't do it. And I wept. I just started crying because I realized, oh my goodness, like a wild Mustang, and they finally get the saddle on. You guys, by the grace of God, I pray to God that I'm finally broke, like saddled, like a wild Mustang that you can finally ride, and I don't have to be. I'm choosing this, and I accept it. I accept it as a gift. I accept this as a gift. I'm at this family reunion right now, and I just snuck out here to make this video. And there is 15 crock pots, 20 big bowls of food, 30, different desserts to choose from. And my brain, the neural pathways that have been laid, the dopamine that's been down-regulated using sugar and flour, if I even started in on any of that, it'd be over. This detox would be over for sure. So I'm going to enjoy this. You'll see the details of this on the video coming up. The video coming up will be called Endure and Enjoy. Endure coming from 1 Corinthians 10:13. Enjoy coming from James chapter 1 verse 2. And that's it. I love you guys dearly. I am putting this video out there. I'll put that one out there. I don't know when I'll post again. I really don't. From the very, very, very first, if you go up to my videos and put them order from oldest to newest, one of the oldest ones is a video called Bright Line Eating is How I'm Losing Weight. And I thought that'd be the only Bright Line video I ever put out. Since then, I think I've put out 120. I don't know. So I will likely put more out. Forgive me for saying that was my last YouTube video. I said that a while back, and apparently it was for a while. I needed to get off of there to sort through and navigate, allow God to help me navigate this this stage and this phase of this journey. So I love you guys, and we will talk again soon. Bye.